In this short lesson, we look at the suitability of different charts and how they fit different types of data. We start with our bubble chart. A bubble chart is useful for displaying three-dimensional data where the size of the bubble represents a third variable and the rest of the axes represent the two variables. For example, in this chart, we see the size. We have top companies by revenue, net profit, and number of employees. So we have profit on the vertical axis, employees on the horizontal axis, and then the revenue of the respective companies represented by bubble size. So that is basically the importance of a bubble chart, and it is one of the few charts that can actually represent data on more than two dimensions. Let's now look at the suitability of a line graph. The line graph is suitable for demonstrating trends over time or continuous data. For example, we can see in this line graph of ours, we have a line graph for each of the different sectors of the economy. And then for each of the sectors, we have a line that shows a trend from 2019 up to 2020. Wherever you have a data where you tend to demonstrate trends over time or continuous data, then you'll most likely find that a line graph is the most effective for displaying that kind of data and for visualizing that kind of data. Enter the bar chart, which may also be a column chart with bars running vertical rather than horizontal. A column or bar chart is suitable for comparing data across different categories. As we can see that we have different universities and we want to visualize the size of the endowment funds, and a bar chart is a suitable one for showing this kind of data. In some cases, a bar or column graph can actually be used to compare multiple categories, whereby you find that, for example, for the respective universities, you find that not only are you showing the endowment fund, but you can also have an additional bar for each university that shows another parameter like annual revenue or the number of students graduating per year. So whenever you want to compare data across different categories, most likely you are going to need a bar chart or a column graph. A combo chart, as we said, combines two types of graphs. In this case, we have a column chart and we also have a line graph being combined. And a combo chart combines different types into a single visualization, allowing for presentation of multiple data series and their relationship. In most of the cases, you will find that in the vertical axis of a combo chart are split between the primary, which is normally on the left, and then the secondary axis, which is on the right. So whenever, as an analyst or while reporting, you would want to combine different data series into a single visualization, then a combo chart will come in. And finally, a box plot, like we have said, its importance cannot be overemphasized. A box plot can be used to plot or analyze skewness, central tendency, and spread of data. Like we said, you want to see a distribution, how skewed the data is, how skewed performance is, how spread, or how the performance or distribution of a given data set conforms to central tendency. Then you can be able to visualize that using a box plot. So these are some of the common charts that you are likely to interface with in Excel, although they are not the only ones, but these are the most common that you're likely to be using, and that is how you can determine suitability for each of the types of graphs for the different data types.